Hello friends, it's David again from getfreewithdaveandangie.com, and it's another beautiful day here in Mexico. It's awesome today because sometimes the winds blow in from the desert. It's called the Santa Ana winds, and I don't know if you can see the waves in the background, but it makes the mist blow off the top of the waves, and it's really spectacular. So I thought I would use that as my backdrop today. And today's video is it's called how to transform your life in 2 simple steps. And I always like to say simple instead of easy, because inner work is never easy. It can be simple, but it's never easy. So I'm going to share with you the 2 steps first, and then I'm going to be sharing with you how I applied them in my life, my story, and how they helped me. So the first step to transform your life is simply to change your standards. And either this can be something that you do consciously, you just choose to change your standards, or life can push you into that. Sometimes life can become so difficult that you are at the rock bottom, at the very bottom, and there's nowhere else for you to go, and life forces you to make a decision that you cannot go any lower, and you refuse. You just refuse, and the pain is so great that you refuse to accept that type of life. Your standards have changed at that point. And like I said, either life will do it to you out of pain, or out of frustration, you will just consciously make the decision in your own life to live your life differently, and to not accept the results you've been getting up to that point, to only accept a higher standard of results. The first step then is changing your standards, and the second one is right away taking action on your new level of standards, and to make that a reality. And I think this is where a lot of people fail, because I think a lot of people have pain in their lives, and they may say to themselves, I'm done, that's it, I'm not going to take this anymore, and my life will be different from now on. I think a lot of people say that, but do they follow it up with action? Right after saying that, do they go right ahead and start, okay, now that I made this decision, now that my standards are different, what's step 1 in creating new standards for myself and creating a new quality of life, and getting to action on that? And once that's done, what's step 2? Baby steps, 1 and another and another. Sorry about the camera shake, guys. Wow, the wind's really blowing in from this way, from the desert, not from the water. Right, so step 1 and then step 2 and baby steps until you get to your destination, right? I think that's where people fail, is they don't start taking action. And it's any kind of action that you take after changing your standards is good, but all out, massive, crazy action that doesn't make any sense, that scares you and even scares people around you, that's the type of action you want to take. And in my own life, I remember the exact moment when I hit rock bottom. And I think for me, it was not so much a conscious decision, but I think in my case, life did push me through pain into changing my standards, because I had no choice. And I still remember I was driving home from work. I was driving to work with the whole pressure of the day coming ahead of me. And I had about a little over an hour commute to work, and I was sitting there in traffic on the way to work, and I just broke down. And I started thinking about what I was doing with my life, and how I had planned something so much better for myself. Like I imagined traveling, I imagined spending time with my family, and through I don't know what, life ended up totally different than what I had expected, than what I had planned or dreamed about. I ended up just being a total office slave, just a drone. And that was never me. I was a hippie, I was spiritual, I valued freedom, I was a musician. How did I end up friggin' working in a cubicle, like wearing some monkey suit to work every day, and talking on the phone all day, doing sales and customer service, and getting screamed at on the phone all day by irate customers? What the heck? That wasn't the life that I had planned out. I felt like I was a human being, and any human being deserves a better quality of life than that. Than to spend all of my energy on that and come home and have nothing left over for my family, or for myself. I spent at that job in the cubicle, I spent almost 8 years doing that, going back and forth, and just until it got to the point where I felt hollow inside. I mean, all the light, all the joy that was in my heart that had been transmitted to me from when I was a child was gone after that time. So that was my rock bottom, and actually on the way to work, I actually broke down in tears on my way to work that time. It wasn't the first time, it actually happened a lot, to be honest with you. But that time in particular really hurt and really touched my heart. And that's when I made a decision in the car that day that I refuse to do this anymore. I'm gonna do it today because I have to support my family, but inside, I'm not gonna accept this anymore. I refuse, even if I still have to externally keep being a slave for a time. Internally, I'm free. Right now, internally, I am free, and I no longer accept this type of life. From there on, once I made that decision, and I think for anyone to make that decision, doors start to open. And once I started looking, I was introduced to online business, and I saw other people doing it, and I found a mentor, and the mentor helped me. And after three years from that decision-making point, 3 years later, I'm here. 3 years later, I made it. I'm spending all my time with my family. I'm traveling. I'm working from home. And I know in my heart that if I can do that, anybody can do that. Seriously, it just takes making a decision and just doing something, doing anything, just taking blind action until something happens, until something moves. That's what worked for me. So it was only 2 steps: changing standards, taking action. Boom, that's it. That will change your life. It did for me, it will for you. So thanks for watching my video, guys. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to my rants. And below this video, you're gonna see a link where you can get my ebook and find out exactly how I created this lifestyle that I'm enjoying now. And not only how I did it in my story, I go pretty in depth from cubicle to here, how I did it, techniques and everything. Not only how I did it though, but also how you can do it, how you can take the lessons that I learned and the techniques that I learned, and you can apply them in your own life to get started right away and start making a change and manifesting whatever freedom lifestyle you want to, whatever freedom means to you. You deserve to have it, and you should go get it. And you shouldn't waste days doing something that you hate while your life is out there just waiting for you, and years pass by and you just let them. It's not cool. Not cool to do that. You deserve better. You deserve to treat yourself better than that. So take the information in that book and start it, and let me know how it worked for you. I hope that what I'm putting out there, my experience in that book, I hope it helps somebody. And I hope if it can get one person free, it's all worth it. It's all worth it if one person can enjoy the life that they were destined to. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I will talk to you again tomorrow on the next one. You guys have an amazing day.